So why do you think you're so into all of this like early man, like how it all came to be? Because I've noticed this and some of the other things we've been talking about, they all have that in common. Like you're very fascinated
I'm
with
pretty
like,
fascinated by primates.
Yeah.
We are one. Why are we like this right now? And since we know,
I'm just
we
curious
didn't
why
used to be,
why it's what about it like is fascinating to you? Because I'm down for it. I think it's interesting, but you fucking love it, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, wow, why is he so? I mean, because to me, I don't really. This will sound. I'm not shitting on it in any way, but I don't know that I care what at all. Like what made us grow a million years ago. Like I think it's interesting, and I'm cool to talk about, but like I feel like you have like a thirst for it and a desire to unpack something.
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, I think, well, first of all, I'm fascinated by human history, and then I'm fascinated by biological history.
Yeah.
And I'm fascinated by the concept of evolution and the scope of time, how
Yeah.
long it took for us to become what we are today, and where's it going. That's
Yeah.
what I think about all the time. That's when I think about like human neural interfaces and
Yeah.
complex technology and innovation. Like,
Yeah.
where's that going to lead us? Because it's changed us so much from the 1920s. If you go to 1922 to 2022, that is one of the, if not the biggest change in
Yeah.
all of human history in terms of the way people interact with each other, behave, access to services and goods, and just information in general. It's fascinating to me. It's what we are now. Just how much our culture's changed since the invention of social media. It's changed so much, and I'm so curious as to where it goes. And I'm so curious as to how we got here. And that there are some primary factors that, like psilocybin, that might have been ignored by mainstream academics when they discuss how we got here and what we are.
And do you think you're interested in all of that because you feel like there's something essential to be learned from that history?
That, and because I smoke a lot of weed, and it's
Yeah.
a fun thing to think about when you're high. It is. It's like it's so fascinating. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely something to be learned from it. If you don't know how you got here, it's very
but
difficult
it's so long,
to extrapolate.
It's so long ago, man.
I know,
mean,
yeah.
it's not how you and I got here. It's
Right.
like,
But we are here, and we are a part of that chain of evolution.
I
Like,
know, but the
how did we get
time
here?
period is so big. It's like I can't even wrap my head around it.
Nor can I. I don't think anyone can. I think you just try.
You know?
You just try to look at it. It's like when you're thinking about the scope of space. It's like, can you
Yeah,
really wrap your head around
No.
it? No, but I'm
No.
fascinated by it.
Yeah.
The James Webb Telescope. I'm like, tell
Yeah.
me more, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Tell
Yeah.
me more.
Yeah.
But you don't really grab it all.
Yeah.
But it's interesting.
Yeah. It is. I mean, I think it's like interesting how it links up to social issues too.
Yes.
Like if I was to write an article about you, I think it's interesting that you have this one part of you that's very like down to discover what these primal pieces of our history are. And then at the same time, I don't know what the connection is, but it's notable at the same time, like on your other life outside of this, you like your involvement with UFC, which is like a very like evolved, but still has still has the very atavistic aspects to it.
Yes. Yes.
You
Yes.
see where I'm going?
I know what you're saying.
I don't know what it is, and if I was to do that article, I would come to it with total, with no bias to try to figure it out, because I don't have like a point of view about it. But it's interesting that that same, and not to put you on the spot, but I'd rather talk about you than talk about me. That those things coexist in the same person. I don't think that's like a total accident.